BBC News with David Harper. The operator of Spain's electricity grid has ruled out a cyber attack as the cause of Monday's massive power failure, which also cut electricity supplies in Portugal. The Spanish King Felipe has been chairing a national security meeting as the authorities try to establish why the blackout happened. Canada's Prime Minister Mark Carney has pledged to win the trade war and build the strongest economy in the G7 after leading his Liberal Party to victory in the election. The Liberals were well behind in the polls until Mr Trump's tariffs became the defining issue of the campaign. The British-based Syrian Observatory for Human Rights says at least 9 people have been killed in sectarian clashes in a Damascus suburb. Heavy gunfire is continuing in the neighbourhood of Jaromana, which is home to many members of the Druze minority. Amnesty International's annual report says the global system of law and rights is threatened by a multiplicity of assaults that have gathered pace since President Trump's return to office. The rights group described Mr Trump as a super accelerator of existing trends to undermine the international order. Ukrainian officials say a 12-year-old girl has been killed in the latest overnight Russian drone attacks in the Dnipropetrovsk region. In Kiev, the authorities say a woman was injured in a strike on a recreation centre. The authorities in Indian-administered Kashmir have closed more than half the region's tourist destinations to the public. Separatist gunmen killed 26 Indian and Nepali men in Kashmir last week. The EU's law enforcement agency Europol has announced the creation of a multinational task force to tackle the growing problem of criminal gangs recruiting children to commit violent crimes. Europol says gangs lure children with promises of hefty cash rewards. Kenya's betting regulator has ordered the suspension of gambling advertisements across all media platforms for 30 days. The regulator says there has been a rapid increase in gambling, particularly among Kenya's most vulnerable.